Good morning.
Good morning. Coffee's all ready, dear.
Thank you. You got all this silver service out just to give me a cup of coffee?
Well, not really, darling. Gail and Lee are coming over.
Oh, that's right there.
How could you forget? You asked Lee to help you with your speech.
Oh, I didn't forget. I couldn't. We're also going to have a meeting with the mayor later on.
But that's why I thought it'd be nice to get the silver out and make a festive note for the day.
Very thoughtful of you. Very thoughtful. Well, let's see.
You really worried about your speech?
No, not worried. Just a little concerned about what all the other speakers are going to say. I mean, on our birthday, it's 20th birthday, poor child. I don't want to put everybody to sleep with a lot of repetition. I want my speech to be dynamic and different.
Well, I'm sure it will be.
Tell you the truth, Audrey, it didn't sound very dynamic when I read it to myself last night.
Oh? Well, you're a very tough critic, you know.
But I'm not one of the best speechwriters in the country. That's good coffee, honey.
Thank you.
You know, I've been wondering if Diana and Ann were able to coordinate the nurses for the parade. I mean, after all that turmoil last night.
Oh, I am hoping.
Well, since I had to go to the hospital for that 3-car accident, I didn't get a chance to hear all the details as to why Ann was so upset. Did you happen to talk to her after that?
Yes, dear. I talked to her.
And what did she say?
Well, I will tell you, but I think it's better that we talk about it after the parade.
Really?
Well, I mean, if I get started and then maybe interrupted by Lee and Gail,
That's what she said.
Listen, nobody's throwing me out of here.
Dr. Weber, it's Dr. Nelson's orders. He doesn't want your wife to be disturbed.
Oh, well, that's just too bad. Listen, I'm telling you something. You guys can try and throw me out of here, but I'm telling you, you're going to have a fight on your hands.
This is really very unpleasant.
Maybe we better wait and see what Dr. Nelson has to say.
You know, I think that's a damn good idea.
There he is now.
Jeff, what's happened to you? Have you taken leave of your senses?
No, I certainly have not. And I kind of resent you trying to have me thrown out. I have every right in the world to be here. The only person that doesn't belong is my sweet wife there. She's as sane as anyone.
Oh, you've decided that, have you?
Yes, you bet I have. And I'll tell you something else that you obviously haven't been able to discover on your own. She's been faking her amnesia. She's fooled everyone, Doctor.
Jeff, why would she fake amnesia?
For her own best interests.
I have no reason to believe that she's faking it all.
I'm telling you she is. She's known for years where our son is. He's the baby that our friend Diana Taylor adopted. That's our Stephen Lars. And I'm sorry, but I refuse to sit around and let this absurd situation go on any longer.
And what do you propose to do?
I want my wife released from this institution immediately.
What then?
And then I'm going to get a divorce from her and claim the child that she's been trying to keep from me all these years.
All right. Now I'm going to tell you what you're going to do, Doctor. You are going to leave here and not come back again until you get permission from me. Now, what you've done today may have caused incalculable injury to your wife, and I'm not going to stand for it. She's still my patient, and no matter what
Well,
you
I'm
say or
relieving
do...
you of that duty right now, Doctor. Here, Heather, look at these, will you?
What are they?
2 sets of baby footprints. You recognize
Dr.
them?
Weber, please, I insist
Will you
on
answer me,
this.
Heather? Do you recognize these?
General Hospital will continue in a moment.
Now, I got this set from Diana last night. They're supposedly of her sons, of PJs. These I got at General Hospital's files. Stephen Lars. You can see yourself the similarities.
Jeff, I am not an expert on these things.
No, but you're not blind either, Doctor. For heaven's sakes, they match. So don't try to tell me my poor sniveling little wife here is a martyr of any kind.
Do you recognize these?
Well, Jeff said what they were, but they don't mean anything to me.
Oh, that's a bunch of garbage. Before Cal Jameson died, he swore that Heather knew exactly where our son was. Now, a dying man does not lie. Evidently, just this particular living woman does.
Jeff, I need more conclusive proof than just your word.
I'll get all the proof you want, Doctor. I'm going to take these prints to an expert and have them verified. So I'll get you your proof positive that Stephen Lars and PJ are the same child. And then just let Heather sit there and try and deny any knowledge of the past. Doctor, you're going to be hearing from me very soon, believe it. And that goes for you too, lady.
Sorry, Heather. I know how upset you must be.
Why would Jeff accuse me of those things? Why did he say all those awful things to me?
Shh, listen. I want you to go to your room and try to get some rest now, huh? Now, look, I'll stop by later this morning and we'll talk about all this that's happened. In the meantime, you are absolutely safe here at Forest Hills, Heather.
I'm frightened.
Please don't be. Now, try to get some rest. Nurse?
Yes, Dr. Nelson.
Would you please take Heather back to her room now?
Of course. Come along, Heather. You two look very chipper this morning.
Well, it's a beautiful crisp
Yes, a
morning.
great beginning for Port
Here,
Charles
let
week.
me
I just
take
hope the weather lasts this way for the rest of the week.
Well, good morning, Gail, Lee.
Hello, Steve. How are you?
Fine, fine. Well, maybe a shade nervous.
Listen, you're going to make a magnificent appearance.
Listen, I appreciate you coming by to help. I don't want to sound like all the other speakers, and I'd like to run my speech for you, the both of you, and see what you think.
Listen, we'd love to listen to it.
And do Audrey and I get to listen to?
Absolutely, I can use all the input I can get.
Oh, good. Well, let's help ourselves to coffee.
Oh, perfect.
Good.
Do you mind, darling, if we pour while
Where
you're
are the
already
drinks?
there?
Do you have any
Fourscore and 7 years ago, our forefathers brought forth to this continent a new nation.
Wait a minute. That has a familiar ring to it somehow.
Just wanted to get your attention.
Oh,
Well, you certainly did.
I think Lincoln may have a few objections, don't you?
Well, let's try this one and see if you like it any better. Now, Governor and Honorable Mayor, city officials, ladies and gentlemen, at the tender young age of 200, Port Charles stands firmly on its infant feet and takes its place as one of the major shipping and industrial centers of the eastern seaboard. But it wasn't always the cosmopolitan center you see around you today. This spot we're standing on now was once the Heart Swamp area, judged to be useless for any other... Oh, Jeremy, come on down. I was just going over my speech.
Yeah, it sounds kind of old-fashioned.
You liked it, did you?
Well, you sound more like a chief of state than a chief of staff.
Well, that's quite a turnabout phrase. Maybe you have an unsuspected gift for rhetoric.
Oh, hi, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Jeremy.
How are you?
Jeremy, what are you doing up so early? You could have slept another 20 minutes.
I know, but it's a big day. Besides, I'm starved.
In that case, why don't you forget about the speech and go get yourself some breakfast?
I'll help you fix it. Come on.
No, it's okay. I can make some cereal and toast. I'll fix it myself. You go right on with your speech. Don't let me stop you.
Jeremy, where's your mother? Is she up here?
She, overslept. She's getting dressed. She'll be down in a minute.
Oh, are these the cakes? Yes. Oh, aren't they lovely? Well, that is going to be some colorful parade with our nurses all decked out in their capes.
Sarah. What do you want? What in the world are you doing with that? What if someone should come in here and see you?
Nobody's going to see me.
You don't know that. Someone could come in here at any minute. What are you doing with that anyway?
Trying to find something out.
Well, what do you mean? That's ridiculous. What are you going to find out from a cape?
I was trying to find out if you really left the sanitarium last night, or if it was just a nightmare I had and thought you were gone. I told you it was. I know it's the truth.
I don't believe this. Would you put that thing away and do it right now? What do you expect that cape to tell you? It can't talk?
Oh, sometimes capes can talk in small ways. Little telltale signs that you can see if you look at it very closely.
Oh, Sarah, please don't aggravate me today. It's been a very critical day for me.
Why?
Just came from seeing Jeff, you know.
I know. I saw him, too. Did he tell you what he wanted? He wouldn't say anything at all to me.
He's trying to convince my doctor that there's nothing wrong with me. He's insisting that they release me from this place.
Leave me behind.
No. Sarah, you know I'd never do that. But he's demanding that they let me out of here. Since he's a doctor, he'll probably get his way.
Well, it's okay, because if you're still sick when you leave here, then you'll go to someplace else, which you'll like better. And I'll miss you a lot, but then maybe I could get transferred too, and then it would be a lot of fun, and we could get together again like some kind of a high school reunion or something.
Sarah, will you please try to concentrate? I have a terrible problem on my hands.
I'm sorry. Okay, tell me, what's the matter?
Jeff says that he found what he wants to happen with him.
Oh, you can't blame him for that. Father love is almost as important as mother love, and unless your father doesn't like you, not that my father didn't like me, it was just that he was very strict. It just seemed that way. So. Oh, I'm sorry, Heather. Here you are talking about yourself, and I'm just sitting here talking about me. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I was talking about my baby. I wanted to have him with me. And now who knows what the future will bring.
It's so hard to tell them.
Yes, it certainly is. But if you want your dreams to come true in the future, you want to come and live with Jeff and me someday, you better forget all about that cape. And the stolen nurse's uniform and the cap and the shoes and everything else.
All right, then. I'll try. How can I forget about that, God?
Come in.
Hello, Heather.
Oh, hello, Doctor.
I thought I'd stop by and say how you're feeling.
It's hard to say for sure. So many things happened this morning.
I know, it must have been very difficult for you.
Not really. I mean, I was very happy to hear what Jeff had to tell me. It sounds like he's definitely found our son. But it worries me to think that he feels I've lied to him all these years. I don't know. Maybe I have. I just don't know.
Well, that's something we can't be sure of until we break through this memory block of yours.
Please, Dr. Nelson, you've got to help me.
Heather, I want to.
You're the only one who can help me. The only one who can make me well again.
Heather, that's something we've got to do together. It isn't anything I could do alone.
Then we'll work hard on it together. I'm going to try as hard as I can to remember everything, every little detail, no matter how terrible or painful it is. Because I know it's the only way I'm going to get well and be released from this place. I don't want to go home again to Jeff and my son.
Now, wait a minute, Heather. I don't want you to build your hopes up too high about that. As I understand it from what Jeff said, there's still not definite proof that he has found your son.
Those footprints. He said they were identical.
I know what he said, but he's not an expert. I simply don't want to build your hopes up and have them dashed again. Now, please, don't set your heart on seeing your son just yet.
But I already have. He means so much to me. I want my little boy so badly.
We'll see. Let's just wait and see, huh?